Hello everyone, welcome to Quantsapp. Myself Vignesh. First of all, thanks for your valuable time. Thanks for joining me in this video. So as you might have seen in the thumbnail, today's topic is about swing trading, and we'll be talking about how to select a proper stock for the swing trading. Okay, so first of all, before getting into this video, if you have actually didn't downloaded the Quantsapp application, then definitely go and download the Quantsapp application. The link for downloading the application is given in the description. As soon as you download, you will get access to 25 free tools. Okay, and apart from that, as you might be aware of it, like Quantsapp has approximately 70 to 80 tools, out of which 25 are free tools. So as soon as you download, you will be getting access to those tools. Apart from that, if you want to explore more about the paid tools, like how you can use them for optimizing your trading, then what you can do is, once you download, you will be seeing the options of track, analyze, scan, trading, tools, learn. So simply click on learn and click on video library option. So what is video library? Basically, video library is banks of videos, I would say. Okay, so here we have covered almost all the tools, like what all Quantsapp has, everything has been covered in, and that too in multiple languages. Just click on language. So English, Hindi, Marathi and Tamil are the languages which are covered in video library. So you can choose the language as per your convenience, and you can definitely explore all the paid tools and the free tools from video library. Okay, so let's start today's topic. So as you might have seen, today's topic is about swing trading and how we can actually select the stocks for swing trading. Okay, so first let me get into the blackboard. Okay, so give me a second. First we'll learn about few concepts. So most of the people might be knowing these concepts, those who are watching my video, that is future OI. Okay, so this is a very important concept, I would say, and if you have seen my prior videos, I have many times I have covered these this concept I have covered, and that too I have covered it in Tamil language as well and also in English language. So let's brush up this concept first before getting into the stock selection part. So futures OI, let's talk about futures OI. So there are four built-ups, I would say: long, unwinding, short and short covering. Okay, so how to gauge whether which build-up is currently going on in which stock? That is, suppose usually you might have heard that people saying currently there is a short build-up in Reliance, currently there is a long unwinding going on in Reliance, say currently there is short covering in ICICI Bank. So how to gauge which build-up is currently going on in which sector? So for gauging the build-up, you have to consider two components. Okay, so the first one is price and the second one is open interest. Okay, price and open. So based on price and open interest, you can conclude that the particular stock is following which build-up. Okay, so let's talk about long build-up. Okay, so whenever a particular stock is following long build-up, usually this is how it looks like. Like price goes up and along with it even the open interest moves up. Okay, so say for example, if the price is continuously moving up and more people are participating in it, so there is a possibility that the stock is having a strong momentum and there is a possibility of a breakout. Okay, so whenever we say that a particular XYZ stock is following long build up, that means price is moving up and along with it even the open interest is moving up. Correct? Now let's talk about long unwinding. So what is long unwinding? Usually there is a misconception and people usually consider short build-up and long unwinding as one and the same, which is not the case. Okay, so basically long unwinding, you can say it is profit booking. Say for example, you have bought XYZ shares at say 100 rupees. Okay, and you are expecting the stock to touch 200. Okay, so, but how the stock will move up? Like today it is 100, tomorrow it will be 120, day after tomorrow 160 and then 200. Is this the way it will go up? The answer is definitely no. It will go from 100 to 120 and then it might retrace and then again it will go up. Correct? So there is a cycle, like see how it goes up. Usually if you see a stock moves up, it corrects, it moves up, it corrects. So this part, say if the stock has moved from 100 to 120, that means you have approximately made 20%, correct? So usually what retailers do, they start booking their profits. So when they book their profits, what happens? The price drops down, and when the contracts are being closed, the fresh contracts which were opened at 100, if they are closed at 120, even the open interest will drop down along with the price. So this is long unwinding. So in short, long unwinding, I would say it is profit booking. Okay. Now let's get into short. Now what is short? Price comes down and open interest moves up. Let's take again the same example. Say for example, a stock is trading at 200 rupees and you're expecting the price to drop down to say 150 rupees. Okay. So when you know that a stock is going to touch 150, what you will be doing? You will definitely go and you won't buy that stock, correct? You will go and short that stock. So when you create fresh short positions, what happens? Open interest moves up because fresh contracts are being shorted. And when more and more people start selling, that is when more and more people start initiating a short position, the price is bound to go down. Along with it, the open interest moves up because fresh short contracts are being initiated. So if the price is moving down and if the open interest is shooting up, we can say that that particular counter is following a short built up. Okay. Now let's get into short covering. Now what is short covering? It is somewhat, I would say, similar to long unwinding. Now say for example, a stock is trading at 200 rupees and you're expecting that stock to touch 100. Okay. But that is not going to happen overnight, correct? The stock will definitely fall. It will again retrace on the upside. It will fall. It will again retrace on the upside. So the slight retracement on the upside, this is the part which we usually call it as short covering, correct? So in short covering, usually what happens? Price moves up and open interest drops down, correct? Because say for example, a stock is bound to come down. So fresh short positions are being initiated at say 200 levels. Okay. But from 200, if the stock touches 180, usually what retailers will do? They will go and book their positions, correct? So the fresh short contracts which were initiated at 200 are being closed at 180. Correct. So when the short contracts are closed, what does it mean? A buy position is being created, correct? Because they are closing the short contracts. Okay. So usually the price moves up and the open interest drops down because the fresh short contracts are being closed, correct? So I hope this long unwinding, short and short covering is very much clear to everyone. Okay. So let's talk about cycles now. Okay. Let's talk about, give me a second. Cycles. Say a bullish cycle and a bearish cycle. Bullish. So as we discussed, like what is long and what is long unwinding, correct? So say for example, if a stock is bullish, it is not going to move up this way, correct? Usually it will go up, it will come down, it will go up, it will come down, it will go up, it will again retrace, correct? So when a particular stock is following say a long unwinding cycle continuously, moving up, retracing, moving up, retracing. So this cycle of long unwinding, if the stock is continuously following, then you can say that that particular stock is currently bullish. The cycle, historically, you can say if you want to select a stock, say for example a bullish trade, you can definitely go and select those stocks which is currently following a long unwinding cycle. Okay. So bearish, so you might have easily figured out like what exactly will be the bearish sentiment, how to choose the stock for bearish, correct? If the stock is bearish, it will fall down, it will retrace up, it will fall down, again a retracement on the upside, fall and a retracement on the upside, correct? So this part, long, short covering, short covering. So whenever you see a particular stock is following short covering cycle, you can say that the sentiment in that particular stock, you can say it is on the downside. Okay. So I hope this might be clear to everyone. Okay. Now let's get into the homepage of Quantsapp. So if you haven't downloaded Quantsapp application, as I told you, just download it immediately, or else you can also log in through web.quantsapp.com and start optimizing the free tools which are available. Okay, so let me give you a brief overview about the Quantsapp homepage interface. So as soon as you log in, you can see a lot of options like this is synopsis. So this will give you an overall eye view, like which stock is up today, whether the say for example, if you see Kolpal is 5% up today, and the OI in Fin Nifty, the 221% addition in open interest. So you will get an overall bird's eye view, like which stocks are up, which stocks are down, where the OI has risen, where the OI is dropping down, everything you can see. Apart from that, if you see here, can you see here the top right corner, the major indices are given in order to track. Like say for example, you are not a full-time trader and you cannot track the market. Here you can easily check the setup. Say for example, Nifty, Fin Nifty and Bank Nifty. These are the major indices, correct? So you will be able to gauge the major indices, like what exactly is happening in these indices. Like say Nifty is currently following a long setup, Fin Nifty is following a long setup, Bank Nifty is also following a long setup, and also the price and price change, open interest, whether the OI is getting added or whether the OI is decreasing, everything. So overall bird's eye view you can see, and there are n number of tools. You can see the option chain, unusual option activity. There are n number of things which you can check out in the home page. Okay, so now let us go to track. Okay, give me a second. See, I am clicking into track and see built up script symbol. Now let's go and check out how to say find the stocks, a proper stock for a swing trading. Okay, so see, can you see here symbol? Now there are 4 narrations given. Say for example, long unwinding, short and short covering. So I have already covered the concept of what is long unwinding, what is short and what is short covering. So say for example, if you want to identify whether a particular counter is following a long setup or a long unwinding, so what you can do, you can simply go to search option over here and you can check out the counter which you want to check. Okay, now check the expiry date. Also here it is mentioned, like whichever expiry, like if you are trading in stock, then the expiry for August will be, I think it is 29th of August. Okay, so see here you can go and check out. If you want to specifically see only the long stocks, you can check out long. If you want to go and check out only long unwinding stocks, you can definitely click on long unwinding. So whatever you want to check, you can definitely go and check. Now here you have it sector wise. Say which sector is following which screen. Now say I have selected auto. So these are the stocks of auto sectors. Say for example, if you want to check out Tata Motors, currently the long setup is going on in Tata Motors. TVS Motors is following long. Okay. Now say let me go to cycle. Okay, so what is cycle? Cycle basically gives you an historical data of say for the past 20 days. Here the look back period is mentioned. Now give me a second, I will mark this. See, search symbol. Okay, so you can select whichever stock you want to select. Now the look back period. Look back period is, here I have kept it as 20. Okay, so I want to check out the historical data of say for the past 20 days. Now give me a second. Here reading is given. So say for example, I want to check out those stocks. Just now we saw the cycles, correct? A long and long unwinding cycle, short and short covering cycle, correct? So say for example, here there is L-LU option. So that is long and long unwinding. Let me click on this. Okay, so now here a option is available which is count. Now what is this count and how to use this? The look back period is kept as 20. Okay, now say for example, I am plotting 14 over here. Now what does this mean? Say this is 70%, correct? 14 is 70% of 20, correct? So what I have feeded in the system is look back period is 20. So out of 20 days, give me long and long unwinding cycle, the stocks which are following long and long unwinding cycle for 14 days. Okay, so let me go ahead and apply. So these are the counters which are following long and long unwinding cycle for the past 14 days out of the past 20 days. So whenever you see say for example the 70%, if you see there is long and long unwinding going on in that particular counter, we can say that the sentiment, the overall sentiment in that particular counter is bullish. So suppose you are using some other tool, and if you want to go and find out a swing trade on the upside, then this should be one of the criteria which you can follow. Okay, say because the overall sentiment of the Nifty, Bank Nifty, okay, the overall market sentiment is very much important. So you can first gauge the overall market sentiment, and apart from that, if you want to choose the stocks, like which stock would be ideal for the say next 1 week or for a swing trade or anything. Okay, so this is one such criteria which you can follow. If you are willing to find a trade for a bullish trade, then you can go and select long and long unwinding, and you can plot the count as 14. So out of past 20 days, Aarti Industries, Chambal Fertilizers, Coal India, Chola Finance, these are the stocks which are following long and long unwinding for the past 14 days out of the 20 days, correct? So these should be the stocks which should be on your radar if you want to go and plan a swing trade on the upside. Say for example, if there are no stocks, okay, then what you can do, you can accordingly tweak the condition as per your convenience. Okay, so you can also feed it as 10 and 7. Okay, let me keep it 10 and let me keep it. So you might get more number of trades. Okay, so I have kept it 10 and 7. So this is again 70% criteria. Okay, so this is a proven strategy, I would say. We have back tested this. Now if you are comfortable with even 60%, you can accordingly go with it. Okay, so these are the stocks which are following long and long unwinding cycle in the past 7 days out of 10 days. Okay, so for finding bullish trade, you can filter out the stocks from here. Now say for example, I want to go and find a bearish trade. Then see, there is an option of S-SC, that is short and short covering. Okay, so let me click on this short and short covering. Say look back period, again let me keep it as 20 and 14. Let's say 20, and let's say the count I will keep it as 14. Okay, so here if you want, you can filter it out sector wise. Say if you are seeing a particular sector is about to break, okay, then what you can do, you can accordingly go and check out that sector. Like as we saw in July month, IT performed extremely well, exceptionally IT performed well, correct? So if any particular sector is on the verge of breakout, or you are expecting a momentum in that particular sector, then usually there is a dilemma that which stock should I play? See, I might be knowing that bank is going to perform well, but whether I should be opting for ICICI or HDFC Bank, this is always a confusion, correct? So what you can do, you can filter out the stocks using this technique. Okay, now say for example, here I am keeping it as all. Okay, so 20 and 14. Now let me apply. See, so these are the stocks where the sentiment is slightly on the downside, I would say. Okay, see, ABB, AB Capital, Bajaj Finance, Balkrishna Industries, BEL. So these are currently following a short and short covering cycle. So if you are planning a swing trade on the downside, then these can be the stocks which you can check out. Now say for example, I am bearish on a particular sector. Okay, let's go sector wise. Say for example, I am bearish on cement. So let me plot cement, and let me plot 20 and 14 short and short covering. Okay, so Ramco Cement, out of the cement industry, out of the cement sector, if I am bearish on the cement sector as a whole, then which stock should I play? Then that is Ramco Cement. So you can definitely choose Ramco Cement to trade on the downside if you are bearish on the cement sector. Okay, so sector wise, if you want to filter out the stock, this is again one such criteria. Okay, so now let me click on future OI historical. If you check out future OI historical, what is this? This is again the same concept. Can you see here the narration is given long unwinding, short and short covering. Okay, so you can like whichever stock you are willing to trade, you can definitely plot the stock, and see here the date is also given, so you can choose a date as well. Okay, from when to when you want to check out, you can plot a date as well, and here it is given in the bar format. Earlier we saw it in the cycle format. So if you want to check out the historical data, you can definitely go out and you can use those. You can tweak the conditions like 20 and 14, 10 and 7 and all. And if you want to check out the past 20 days data, you can go and check out it in the future OI historical as well. Okay, so this is one such thing, this is one such tool which will definitely help you to sort the stocks which you can use for your swing trading. Okay, now how to trade? Say for example, again people usually get stuck with, okay, I am good with stock picking, I am good with direction, everything, but then comes the strategy. Okay, like which strategy should I deploy? Okay, that is usually a concern for many people, correct? So for that, what you can do is you can go to trading. Okay, so there are two things, one is option architect. Okay, one is option. Let's talk about two things today. One is option architect. Say for example, if you are bullish, okay, and say you are, say, far away from the expiry. As of now, you are far away from the expiry, say 15 days or 20 days or 25 days are left for the expiry, then you can usually go with debit spreads. Okay, so what is debit spreads? If you are bullish on a particular counter, then you can go and deploy a bull call spread. If you are bearish on a particular counter, you can go and deploy a bear put spread. So this is debit strategy. Say if see, you can see the strategies over here, bull call spread. Okay, so naked call, if you want to long, you can go see bull put spread. So bull call spread is usually, we can say, a debit strategy for the long side, and bull put spread is usually a debit strategy. Also, it is a credit strategy. Okay, now let's go and check out bearish trade. Suppose you are bearish on any particular counter and you want to deploy a proper strategy. See, bear call spread, this is a debit strategy. Okay, this is a credit strategy. Sorry, bear call spread is a credit strategy and bear put spread is a debit strategy. So you can choose the strategy from here. Okay, now apart from that, say for example, let me go to trading and see optimizer find strategy. Okay, say for example, you are good with direction, you know that this particular stock is going to hit these levels, everything you know. Okay, so what you can do, say for example, I am randomly taking any example. Okay, say GNFC, it is automatic. Okay, so I have plotted GNFC current market price, it automatically fetches. Say I am say for example, let's take it bullish. I am bullish on GNFC. My target date, say in the next 3 days or 4 days or 5 days or whatever. Okay, so let's say in the next 3 to 4 days, my target date is 2nd of August. Okay, I am randomly taking, my target is, as of now, it is 718, correct? So I am expecting, based on, see, first what I have to do is I have to go and check out the overall market sentiment. If the market sentiment is bullish, then go to cycles as we discussed, then apply the condition of long and long unwinding, and if you are willing to trade any particular sector, then sector wise apply the condition and then filter the stocks which are following long and long unwinding. And then after filtering out the stocks, if you have concluded that okay, this is the counter wherein I am willing to trade, then what you can do, say for example, I have concluded that GNFC, okay, randomly I am taking, and my target on GNFC is say 740, okay, and my stop loss is say 700, let's say 700. Okay, now if I am usually what happens, we are confused, correct, with the strategy, like okay, now whether I am near to the expiry or whether I am far by expiry, which strategy will be beneficial. Then you don't have to think much about it. This option optimizer will automatically give you 4 to 5 strategies. So based on risk and reward, you can go and check out whichever is feasible to you. Okay, so let me click on get strategy. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strategies it has given me. First is modified call butterfly, second one is bear call ladder, the bull call spread, a plain vanilla flavor strategy, call ratio back spread, and a long call. Say for example, I want to go with a bear call ladder, say for example. So the margin for executing this trade will be around, I would say, 50,000, and this is what you are supposed to do. See, it has given leg 1 buy 1300, buy 820 call, okay, of 29th August at 4.55, buy 670 call at 58, sell 660 call at 65. So for executing this, approximately, depends from broker to broker, but approximately it will take around 50 to 60,000. That is what the system is saying. And if you execute this, you will go and you can also check out the, give me a second. Okay, so you can also check out your PNL, like at which level, what will be your PNL. Accordingly, you can go and check out from here. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, so this was about bear call ladder. Now say for example, bull call spread. So again, see, here it is giving approximately this will be the margin. So whichever strategy you feel convenient, you can accordingly go and select those strategies. Okay, so before getting into this, you are supposed to filter out the stocks for swing trading, and we checked out how we can filter out the stocks. If you want to get the overall stocks, you can get. If you are bullish on a specific sector, then sector wise which stocks to trade. Okay, that also we saw how to do it. Okay, so I hope everyone might have definitely liked this video. So kindly like this video, share, subscribe and comment. See you soon in the next video. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your valuable time. Thanks for joining me in this video.